Hey, what is up guys? The Only Monster here with another replay. This replay is going to be game 2 between Quincy Crew and VG. And man, before I can even get into the draft, Quincy already again with the 5-man smoke movement. They're going to take a different route, or are they going to take the same route? I think they're going to take the same route. I think it's going to be the same outcome of last game. Actually, both teams, I think. Yep. VG is also smoked up, so both teams just literally mirroring each other's movements. Pretty funny. I think this is gonna give me time to actually get into the draft, but I normally do Radiant first, so yeah, let's get into the Radiant. Looks like almost for Quincy Crew, the draft is like almost like an exact copy pasta from last game, except for the like I'm mainly looking at War and Quinn, War on his Wraith King, and then Quinn on the TAs. But besides from that, the rest of the heroes are different. It's like LOA will be on the Elder Titan. That's I think Elder Titan's a very undervalued hero. Uh, Maybe not in the pro scene, but definitely like lower MMR pub type mentality. Like this hero doesn't get picked, but this skill, natural order, absolutely insane. Lesla gonna be in his Bad Rider, pretty cool. MSS gonna be in the Enchantress, very popular this major and this last patch. For the side of VG, we have Poyoyo on the Weaver. It's gonna be it's a nice little hero, very elusive. They don't have like I mean they have the sleep, but Weaver should be able to dodge sleep very well. They have the Ray Fire Blast and the lasso, but besides from that, there's not a lot of catch for this Weaver. DY gonna be in the AA. Old 11 on the Timber Saw. Oof, that's gonna be quite fun. This Dragon Knight gonna be in the mid. Ori, and then PYW on the Crystal Maiden. Actually, Poyoyo and Old 11 looks like I think they don't want to lane the. I think they want to lane the. They want to lane the Timber against the Wraith King, and they want to lane the Weaver against the Bad Rider. So they're just waiting out to see. Wow, we're just like. It's so funny. They're just waiting out to see like until they get vision of like either hero just go to either lane, and the supports are gonna be the ones claiming up the XP in the lanes. So right now it's like the support showdown. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You got Ori taking a bit of harass from Quinn. Those actually going for the level 1 into the meld. Pretty cool. Taking quite a bit of harass. Actually, your War chilling over here by the mid, maybe thinking that he can help out his boy. Looks like Poyoyo will finally show himself in a lane, and that's and then once the Weaver shows in the lane, yeah, your War starts immediately to make his way over to top. That's a nice voice line. Yeah, and then the Bad Rider starts walking all the way down to bottom. But honestly, I think like even though like VG were the ones that showed themselves first in lane, they're gonna get the level 2 first, and I definitely think Timbersaw and Weaver can get around the map a lot faster than Bad Rider and Wraith King can. So eventually, like, sure, this is a lane setup that Quincy Crew won, but yeah, immediately L11 just like later nerds, I'm out of here. I'm going to the top lane. I don't want anything to do with this. Yeah. And then Poyoyo, is he still sticking around? Yeah, he's still sticking around, but he has a point into Sakuchi. Is gonna start immediately making his way down over to bottom after he clears that wave. Like, dude, they just don't they just don't want to lane they really don't want to lane Bad Rider versus the Timbersaw. And they're really insistent on getting this Timbersaw against the Wraith King, and rightfully so. This Timbersaw like it's actually a pretty crazy Timbersaw game. Like pretty good against all the rating heroes. Good at breaking the refractions from the TA. Some nice magic burst against the Enchantress. Elder Titan's a strength hero. I think so is Bad Rider. I'm not quite sure. He might be an int, but Wraith King, very chunky strength hero. This is why VG are so insistent on laning this Timbersaw against the Wraith King. So some pretty cool laning shenanigans coming on through. You don't really see that you don't really see teams being this committed to the lane setup. Usually when like either team like you know, they're really not discommitted. Like either team always gives out. There's always one team that gives out, and you are taking a little bit of damage from this whirling death, and by a little I mean quite a bit. It's gonna have to back on through. Is there a salve on any? No, there is no salve, so you will need to be a little bit careful, because Old 11 gets a point to the chains, or he will be able to get a more aggressive onto your war. So your war needs to be chilling, dude. This game is so hectic. Like you know, you have PYW farming the jungle, just lane shenanigans going on. Like a lot, you know, you have an enchantress as well that can just move around. Just some pretty crazy stuff going on. Ray Fire Blast coming through onto the Timber Saw. Looks like Less Loud did TP on over to the top, so all 11 will just be able to peace out. Just like, alright, you want to TP on top? Cool, I'll just TP down to bottom. And yeah, Poyo TPing over here. Old 11 TP's down to bottom. It's like, later, guys. You guys want to put two cores in the same lane? Sure, no problem. Or you just have Old 11 lane against LOA down here. You know, a strength hero. He's gonna. Old 11 is pretty happy right now, and you know, Poyo on the Weaver. You know, pretty elusive. Shouldn't really get caught out pre-level 6 on the Bat Rider. Does take a little bit of harass from the impetus, but should be okay at the end of the day. Gets salved up by his boy. Like, he's chilling. Some pretty cool stuff coming on through from the side of VG. I really like this lane shenanigans going on, and you know, dude, Dragon Knight actually denied so many creeps away from Quinn, and rightfully so. You know, dude, this stun lasts way too long. Level 1, dude, 2.5 second stun lasts way too long. It's just like, I'm sure Quinn literally just steps up to the creep wave, tries to, like, you know, get some last hits, but Ori's just like, nope. Dragon Tail, boom, stun for 2.5 seconds, deny. Oh, nice little snipe onto the courier there by DY. LOA, it's a little bit angry, wants to get some punches in. Come on, get that stapler in. Nice. Looks like Leslau did TP on down to the bot lane, but yep, you know it. All 11 just gonna TP on top, and Poyo soon should be TPing down to the bottom, unless they want to actually team up together and try to get a kill onto either one of these heroes. But yeah, Poyo goes down to the bot lane. There, I mean, dude, VG just won this laning, you know, this laning trade. Quincy Crew were the first ones to give out, the first ones to use their TP. Therefore, like, you know, Poyo and Old 11 are just able to TP on out, so I really respect the commitment from VG to, you know, get the lane matchups that they want, and you know, it's working out so far. Oh, LOA stepping up, eating a dragon tail, but he's a chunky boy, should be okay. Dude, it's also crazy, like, there's been so much shuffling around, so much like roaming and everything, but there's been like no kills so far. I find it pretty crazy. So I'm even more on edge right now to make sure I don't miss the first blood as I normally do. Over by top, Old 11 having a pretty good time. Close to his level 6. Same thing for Poyo. Actually going for the Falcon Blade, interesting. This is a very like love or hate item. You know, there's some players that really love it, like think it's really valuable, but then there's some players that absolutely despise it. So it's curious to see Poyo going for it. I think it's pretty good. It's very, you know, gives you the managed region, gives you a little bit of damage. I think it's a good value item. But Old 11 starting to get gone on chain, creating a little bit of space. Lesla has shown up. It's not quite level 6, but I think the chain. That was a long chain from downtown, managing to create the space and gets away. I thought Old 11 was dead to rights, but you know, with the long chain, he's able to get away. Nicely done there, and actually almost even getting the return kill onto Leslau. Really, like, really nicely done there by Old 11. You can tell this man is well versed in his timber saw. And all the meanwhile, Poyo just being left alone down here to just do whatever the heck he wants. Or it looks like with the haste rune, he's gonna make his way down to bottom, pop the Elder Form, and then try to claim this tower. Yeah. Spells the Elder Dragon form, starts going onto the tower. I think even tread switching for the value, I didn't quite catch that. But I wouldn't be surprised. These players at this caliber. PYW gonna TP onto mid, leech some of the EXP. Nicely done, like really good moves coming on from VG, you know. You have Ori helping Poyoyo help take the tower down in the bot. He takes the tower down in the bot, you know. PYW leaves some levels, some EXP. Oh, Enchantress is getting caught out. PYW, does he manage to get the frostbite onto her? He gets the frostbite onto Quinn. But PYW actually doesn't even end up going down. I thought PYW actually ended up going down there, but he didn't. And that's gonna be first blood onto the Enchantress. Wow. First blood 9 minutes in. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna switch over to net worth before I forget. And dude, this game, completely different story from what it was in game 1. You know, VG being able to get the lane matchups that they wanted, and this Dragon Knight pick doing absolute work against the TA, you know, like TA, you know, Dragon Knight, a very infamous hero for, like, no matter what the matchup is gonna be, even if it's against a Viper, he's always gonna do okay. He's always gonna do okay. He's gonna break even. He's not gonna be suffering that much, and you know the same applies against the TA, and even coming up ahead on against the TA, which some people would even consider an unfavorable matchup for the Dragon Knight. Stomp coming on through onto Ori. I'm not sure why the sleep didn't last that long. Maybe because it's only level. It's actually level 2. Oh, that's curious. Why the sleep actually got cancelled out so quickly? Like that sleep should have lasted longer. I'm not sure what really went down there, but actually less loud going down for Poyoyo. I actually want to rewind and see that happening because that should not be happening. Unless it's a TP rotation from Poyoyo and he's fighting against Old 11, trying to go for the kill into Old 11. DY is there with the chilling touch. The Ice Vortex to slow him down, and then Poyoyo with a few right clicks. Okay. That's why it happened, okay. Leslie was trying to make a go onto Old 11, but the rotations were there from Poyoyo and DY, and even gets halved up by his boy. Shit, damn. What a player. Poyoyo making his way over into the jungle. Does find out Quinn. It's gonna start poking at him. It's just a little pokey poke. Not really gonna amount to much though. That's a nice little one there, getting him to a decent amount of HP, and dude, the tier 1 going down 10 minutes in. Or you're able to claim that up with the Elder Dragon form. PYW will lose his life for it, or he taking a nice route over to the left. You know, it might not have been, you know, the most altruistic approach, but you know, you managed to get out on Ori and you only lose your support for it. Actually, and this top tower dropping pretty low. The siege actually does manage to claim up the tower, so all tier 1s going down for Quincy Crew at the 11-minute mark. It's looking pretty good for VG, man. Like complete 180 to the first game. There's also Kuchi there dodging the impetus. What is Ori going for? Yep, first item Blink Dagger. They want to start having some nice setup coming on through. Also get involved with the team. Old 11 has a hood. And the mana boots as well, nice. Let's see. Gonna be going for the Maelstrom. I wonder if he's gonna go for the Mjolnir or if he's just gonna go for the Gleipnir. I have seen some Weavers go for the Gleipnir. Boy, yo, playing really ballsy, really aggressively. Like, always going into the enemy triangle to see what's up, see if, you know, there's anyone low or if there's any opportunity for him to make a setup. Boy, needs to be a little bit careful, doesn't have a lot of mana. Well, the thing that I want to see the most is Leslau, how close it actually not going for the Blink Dagger at all, actually going for the BOTs. Oh, but DY with the Ice Blast. No way, is he gonna get the kill? Oh, the Cold Feet does proc on through, and then with the Chakra, it's enough damage to finish off the kill onto Leslau. A really nice setup by DY, you know, waiting on that high ground for the Battle Rider to step up. Once he steps up, AA Blast, pretty much this whole arsenal, Chilling Touch, Cold Feet, Ice Vortex, the whole thing. And dude, it was so unfortunate that the Ice Feet does manage to proc onto Laszlo. If the Ice Feet actually doesn't proc there, he actually probably gets away, but Ice Feet does proc on through. Blink Dagger reveal coming on through. Dragon Tail onto MSS, but MSS is a chunky target. Jor coming on through with the Ray Fire Blast. Don't get the kill onto DY. PYW gonna end up going down to Quinn as well. Double kill for Quinn. So even though, you know, VG were the aggressors, maybe not picking the greatest targets. Oh, they find old 11 trying to cut the creep waves, and you know, this Timbersaw is chunky, but he's not that chunky when got the whole enemy team right-clicking you, and that's gonna be a triple kill for Quinn. Quinn was like, you know, below the Dragon Knight just not too long ago, and now starting to overtake him thanks to that triple kill. So VG, you need to be a little bit careful with these initiations. Like, I get it, you know, you just got your Blink Dagger, you want to go now, but Quinn doing a really good job, you know, sticking together, not really allowing for these you know, these cheeky half committed plays to be successful. And you know, they bring the numbers, they get a triple kill onto Quinn. This is definitely the hero you want to be given, you know, a good start to. If you give Quinn a good start, he's definitely gonna be able to make wonders for you. Ori going into the enemy jungle. Quincy do have some nice vision in their own jungle, but I think eventually they're gonna start losing out control of it. I'd like to see the Dire play out more into the enemy jungle, you know, denying out some of the farm, going on through, relegating the rest of Quincy Crew to just, you know, farm one side of the map. And DY is already on that mission, starting to de-ward things out, try to get themselves a little bit of that mission advantage. Leslau doesn't quite have the lasso, but they're gonna make a go for the onto Ori. Oh, nice blink dodge there by Ori, really nicely done there. PYW looks like he's gonna be the one left behind. Yeah, he's even running the opposite direction, pops a freezing field, but actually they want to turn this around. PYW does actually end up going down in the end. Yor dropping pretty low. Poyoyo is here in the vicinity. It's like they want to get the kill onto Yor. They want to find something, but they're not able to. They even popped the Elder Dragon form for it. And is this just gonna be a disengage, or they're actually gonna try to go back in? Quincy has some nice vision up here in the high ground, so I don't think this is a fight you can actually try to take. It's kind of sketchy going in there with no vision. Yeah, wisely so. They're just gonna back away. I think that that fight was a little bit sketchy. Even though, you know, you pop the Elder Dragon form, it's okay. Like you can farm some creeps. It doesn't really matter. It'll come back off cooldown again. You're not in imminent danger as of the moment. 11 getting gone on, but he's gonna be there with the chain, gets away, long chain away, nicely done there. What's that skill called from Enchantress? Enchant, okay. It's like Ori not messing about. Blink Dagger BKB really wants to start putting pressure onto Quincy Crew. Leslau, you're gonna be going for the Blink Dagger next. Yeah, very much needed. Like you need to start catching out this Weaver. Like you can't. Like this Wraith King, does he have a Blink Dagger? No, he's going for a Radiance again. Like, dude, this Wraith King is not gonna be catching this Weaver for shizzle. It's gonna be up to Leslau to catch out the Weaver with the Blink Dagger, because like honestly, without these two heroes, without Yor and Bad Rider, besides from that, there's really no way to catch out the Weaver. Sure, you get the Stomp, but that's really unreliable. You know, Weaver, he's able to Sakuchi out of that pretty easily, like that. Even though you get the enchant onto him, you know, he has a Sakuchi going, he's just gonna get out of the Stomp. You're not gonna sleep him. It's gonna be pretty hard to actually find him. You're gonna need to find him snoozing or something like that. Oh no, Leslau going down over the top, delaying his Blink Dagger even further. No bueno, amigo. Let's have a look. Hiding over in the trees, trying to farm out this wave. Oh, the die even popped the scan. I was wondering what that scan was about. I'm like, that's a little bit weird. I wonder what they're scanning on about. It looks like they want to bait DYW. Oh, Leslau even try to go for the TP on out. They're really baiting PYW. But Ori's there with the backup, pops the Elder Dragon form, Dragon Tail on top of that, and really nicely done there by VG, baiting out PYW. I was wondering what that scanner was about. I thought that was like a Radiant scan. I'm like, what? I'm confused, but no, it was the Dire scan coming on through from VG. They knew that somebody was hiding in the trees. They see a lot of heroes down bottom. The only one missing is Leslau, so by process of elimination, he must be in the trees here, trying to get the kill onto PYW. He even tries to go for the TP out. He's like, nah, this looks sketchy, but then he like sticks around. It's like, no one's really showing over. Maybe I can go for the free kill onto the Crystal Maiden, but Ori was there with the bait, and oh no, they find a nice initiation onto Quinn. Quinn surely though to fall down. Air Splitter is gonna be there, hitting up to 3 heroes. That's a nice little initiation coming on through, but Leslar just gets absolutely blown up. Now you are the next target. Loses the first life and surely gonna lose the second. Dragon Tail coming on through, stunning him into place. That's a double kill for Ori. Wow. How things snowball out of control. That was insane. You know, they get the pick off onto Leslar over the top lane. Then they immediately group up, start running at the mid. Ori finds a nice blink stun initiation onto Quinn. The rest of the team were ready with all the damage. They pump out all the damage. They bring Quinn down, and then, you know, Quincy Crew, they still try to fight because, you know, Leslie spawns in. He's like, hey guys, I'm here. We can still fight. But they can't really fight. Yor ends up losing his life as well. And pretty much like VG doing a complete turnaround. Oh, that was a really nice play there from MSS, force staffing the Centaur and then stunning the PYW to cancel out the freezing field, but it doesn't matter. Quinn ends up going down in the end, and Yor as well. Reincarnation was on cooldown, and oh man, VG doing what Quincy Crew did to them in the first game. Absolutely insane. Also, I mean, dude, I didn't manage to get the kill onto Quinn because I was a little bit too impressed by MSS play with the Centaur force staff stun onto PYW. He actually does manage to get the kill onto him, but that's pretty much the only kill that they end up getting. But yeah, dude, little plays like that just make me go like, damn, I'm really trash, man. I'm really bad at this game. But Bad Rider does have his Blink Dagger now, so they do have a chance to, you know, try to catch out this Weaver. Weaver doesn't quite have a Lincoln Sphere. It's on his way to one, so they need to start, you know, they need to hurry. They need to find this Weaver. They need to find the kills onto this Weaver, you know, set this game back and try to get some momentum back. Because as it stands right now, VG are running away with the game. All 11? Sure, there's gonna be a kill onto all 11. But Lasso's expended for another 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes, Weaver's gonna have his blink dagger, his Lincoln Sphere, and it's gonna be even harder to find this Weaver now. Now, Bad Rider's gonna need to get a force staff on top of that to cancel out that Lincoln Sphere. And even though it's not a guaranteed thing, like if Pollo Yo is fast enough with his fingers, he should be able to time lapse away to create the distance, or just to Kuchi away. So it's gonna be rough. And Leslie not even queuing up the force staff, actually going for the ether lens. You know, increase that cast range on the lasso. Makes sense, but you know, it's not gonna be helpful against the Lincoln Sphere coming on through from Pollo Yo. Like they're just gonna push out this lane, back on out. Let's see. We're going for the casual change and then going to the BKB. Actually, I'm super glad he didn't go for the Radiance. Decided to go for the Blink. You know, he needs to make something happen. Reincarnation, woo, does come off cooldown, so he's gonna have that. That was really close. Oh, he managed to blink away and dodge the AA blast. Dragon Tail coming on through onto Quinn. But there's gonna be no follow-up, or he did even pop the BKB, and now that the BKB is on cooldown, VG just wanna back away. How much gold? 100 gold for the Lincoln Sphere. I don't know the price for Lincoln Sphere recipe because I don't buy this item. I don't play heroes like Weaver or things like that. Not really my cup of tea. Or you're gonna be going for the AC next, chunk up his team, you know, try to negate some of the damage coming on through from this TA and Wraith King. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm really happy that that Yor actually decided to go for a Blink Dagger. I mean, doesn't feel great going for a Blink Dagger. Like you know, you want to get some type of greedy item that is gonna make you scale better into the late game. But you know, the way things are going right now, you need that Blink Dagger. Looks like Quincy Crew wanna bait out this DD. Good idea. But it looks like they're just gonna give out and just give it up to Quinn. It's too good of an opportunity to pass out. Pollo has his Lincoln Sphere completed, so it's gonna be a little bit harder now for Leslie to just find this lasso onto Pollo. They do have a decent amount of abilities to break that. You know, they have the Ray Fire Blast, they have the Enchant. I'm not sure if Impetus actually cancels out the Lincoln Sphere. It should, but it's a decent amount, not overwhelming, but it's an okay amount. But still, it's gonna be very hard finding Poyo. Is he flawless? Yep, he is flawless. So it's like Quinn gonna be going for the BKB next, very much needed. Needs to just not get disabled. Needs to start actually, you know, sustain and be able to pump out that damage. Or he getting gone on, but this is a chunky boy. He's got his BKB as well. He's gonna get slapped. And actually choosing not to go for the... choosing not to use his BKB there, saving it there, keeping a cool head, you know, knowing that the rest of his team are there to back him up if they do commit onto him, so... Looks like Lesla are gonna be going for the BKB as well. VG are gonna move into the Roche bid. I don't think Quincy Crew expect this. Maybe they do. They do have Quinn pushing over the top wave. And VG might divert themselves and try to find Quinn. Leslau is TPing on over to the creeps. Coming over to assist Quinn into whatever endeavor he might take. Trap comes on through. They know that they're doing Roche now. Oh no, but is Quinn gonna get spotted out? Force staff coming on through from PYW, and then the frostbite, the AA blast, and the freezing field also enough to finish off the kill onto Quinn. That stuff feels bad. Leslau in a little bit of trouble. Nice chain whirling death coming on through, taking a good chunk of health out of the Bad Rider, but they're not gonna chase any further, and they're just gonna go right back into the pit probably. Dude. Dying to both of the supports, that's a feels bad, man. That's really feels bad. You know, if oh, Stomp coming on through, but you know they're gonna easily be able to sidestep it. Egg is gonna be in the hands of Poyo. If you thought it was you know, hard killing him before, it's gonna be even harder now. Dude, Quinn going down to both of the supports, getting a little bit greedy, you know, farming out this camp, and the supports of VG, they knew that Quinn's a little greedy boy. He's probably gonna farm out this camp, and they were right. They find him out. It's like Poyo will be going for the Mjolnir, wants to get some of the attack speed going on, and you know, applying that Mjolnir active onto Dragon Knight should be quite nice. Are they waiting? Looks like, yeah, they're gonna be waiting for the Dragon Knight AC. Well, the items they have coming up. It's like Solar for the AA. Crystal Maiden gonna be going for the BKB. Interesting. Really putting emphasis onto her. I keep forgetting Freezing Field. Yeah, onto her Freezing Field. Wants to get that uninterrupted. Timbersaw is an absolute beast right now. It's insane how much farm he has. You know, Lotus Orb, Sage Kaya. Actually insane. It's like Quincy Crew are gonna start putting some pressure onto this mid tier 1. They are gonna be able to claim it up. And yeah, they take a freebie. Nice, nice. Hey, why not? Hey, you'll take everything you can get. Really nicely done there, recognizing that, you know, VG a little bit too spread out. Weaver didn't quite have the TP to respond to that, so VG don't really want to risk putting themselves in a worse spot than they already are. It's like Weaver just gonna time lapse, get some of his health back. Not really concerned. MSS does have the Glimmer Cave, so that might come in quite helpful, especially you know, when they do come in onto Quinn. Lasso coming on through onto Ori. A Blast gonna come on through. They get the kill onto LOA. Ori gonna end up going down. Quinn able to lay it onto him and secure the kill. Nice lasso coming on through from oh my god, I forgot his name. Leslau. Oh, but Leslau gonna go down there now. Oh, my bad, guys. I completely forgot his name. I completely had a brain fart there. 11 taking a little bit of damage from Quinn, but Quinn, oh, nice force staff, bailing him out of trouble there. He's dropping pretty low. Looks like old 11 is gonna try to come in for the kill, but the Glimmer Cape is gonna be there. Poyo switching targets in between. They're not really able to find anyone besides Leslau. Oh, nice time lapse. War does lose his reincarnation. And it looks like that's gonna be the end of that. A big old brawl, but at the end of the day, really only getting one kill on either side. VG do still have the Aegis, so they can still try to press their advantage and put a good use to the Aegis. I should start keeping timer over the Aegis, um, just so that I know how long the Aegis does still have. The War has a reincarnation on cooldown, so it needs to be a little bit careful. But it looks like the rest of Quincy will be there to back him up. Leslau does have the lasso available, but when when Oliver puts the Lotus Orb on top of him, that's mission abort. That's no longer a go for the lasso. Ori gonna be going for the Aghanim Scepter next. Go for that Black Dragon. I wonder what Poyo is gonna be going for next. Oh, I think he has an Elven Tunic coming through his way. Yeah, that's a really nice item. Oh, Quincy wanna make a movement. They do find Ori. Nicely done there. Earth Splitter gonna come on through and they get the kill onto Ori. Nicely done. They get a hold of him. They get vision of him. Farming out the woods, and I think he was also pushing out the lane over here. So really nicely done there by Quincy Crew, recognizing that hey, VG are probably at the bottom side of the map, pushing out the waves. They see all 11 pushing out, they see Poyo pushing out in the mid, and they're like, hey guys, we can't just chill and just let them do whatever the heck they want. We need to make something happen. And they find a nice kill onto Ori, and they delay the game even more. So giving more time for this Wraith King to try to get some more items. Although I do think VG have the better late game, but you delay the game, there's gonna be no more Aegis. So I think honestly a big win for Quincy Crew right there, getting the pick onto Ori, because probably soon after Ori was done farming, they would have grouped up and then try to take another objective. But now things get delayed even more. So really nicely done there by Quincy Crew. It's like your War is gonna be going for the AC. Quinn has a BKB. Actually had the butterfly queued up, but it's just gonna go for the MKB. Wants to get a little bit more damage coming on through. Once the CA has the has the bash. Is that, yeah, at the 25? I was about to say, is that no longer a thing? Yes, it is. Once he gets his bash onto this Mel Strike, it's gonna be like a nice extra lockdown to try to hold this Weaver into place. So they do have that one thing to look forward for. Though you're pretty close to his BKB. I want to see this. I want to see PYW get his shard, because it's pretty good, man. Pretty good shard. You're able to walk around in your freezing field. It deals quite a bit of damage, and then if he's able to farm out some more, and he gets the Aghanim Scepter on top of that, that's actually pretty broken, man. Oh no, they get baited. A little bit unfortunate, but hey. How can you expect, a Lelouch coming on through? He doesn't have Manta, he doesn't have Illusion Escape. You see something that's a bad rider farming the jungle, you're like, hey, it's a bad rider, but unfortunately, no, it's not the bad rider. Luckily, the spells that they did use have a low cooldown, so, in the end, they don't really lose much, except, actually, I think they did pop Elder Dragon form for that, so... But it is a pretty low cooldown, that is level 3, Actually, it doesn't decrease the cooldown, my bad. So yeah, gonna be down for another 80 seconds. VG being very meticulous. So is Quincy Crew. They know that next fight, whoever loses the next fight, it's gonna be. I mean, if VG lose the next fight, it's not gonna be that bad. They still have like another 2-3 fights to be lost until things start getting a little bit equalized. But if Quincy Crew lose the next fight, it can really snowball out of control. And like right now, it's not so bad. Like sure, they're behind, but it's not so bad. But if they lose the next fight, it's gonna be pretty bad. So smoke movement coming on through. They want to make something happen. They want to put an end to this lead, try to get some momentum back into this game. Ooh, they almost get the courier there, but that might actually reveal their positioning, and I think VG might know that Quincy Crew are smoked up and trying to make a move into their jungle, and yeah, Quincy Crew are gonna start backing away. Puyo is so happy, man. He's been like completely on the story of this game. I think he's still flawless. Yep. Like it's crazy. None of the Quincy Crew heroes are even bothering to like try to deal with Puyo because it's like there's like no point. It's like so hard to catch him out. Bad Rider doesn't have a force staff. There's no real way to cancel it. You'll have to really coordinate very well the Ray Fire Blast into the lasso. Like pretty much perfect. Like both heroes jumping in at the same time, and even then it might not be enough to actually catch up Puyo. It's gonna be pretty hard, but. Aghanim Scepter almost completed for the Dragon Knight, Solar Crest is there for the AA, and VG, they're done sitting around. They're gonna smoke up, trying to make something happen. They don't have a scan, and actually another smoke coming on through from Quincy Crew. They might actually run into each other, but ooh, that was really close. VG think that Quincy are on the high ground, but they actually ain't. They literally just switch places around, and Quincy actually gonna go into the Roche Pit. Ori gonna jump on through. A lot of BKBs getting popped on through. PYW taking a little bit of damage. Both Yor and Lesla do pop the BKB. Ori's BKB does come to a halt. Oh, nice force staff coming on through, dodging the Ice Blast from the TA. TA is inside of the pit, does manage to pop the BKB, and they find the lasso onto Weaver. Weaver taking a little bit of damage, but does he manage to get the time lapse off? Reincarnation is gonna be there for Yor. Dragon Tail coming on through. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but oh, TA does end up going down for Yo, dealing quite a bit of damage. Managing to find the kill onto Yor. All 11 doing work on the back lines, causing absolute havoc, and they get the team wipe. Wow, that fight was actually so crazy. That was a really nice force staff onto the TA. Dodging out the AA blast, and this. Honestly, if that AA blast lands onto Quinn there, like that fight looks completely different. But because Quinn is able to survive for, or he's stuck onto this low ground here. It's gonna be funny. He's gonna have to wait for his blink dagger. But dude, that force staff coming on through onto Quinn, like coming in super clutch. If that AA blast actually connects onto Quinn, like that fight ends so much earlier and doesn't look nearly half as good as it did right there. They actually almost bring down Puyo during that fight, but they didn't quite have the damage. And Puyo, really good play, like not running away like my normal Weaver would. He stands his ground, keeps pumping out that damage, and stays true to himself. Manages to get the kill. They get the team wipe. Now they have the Aegis and they're going on to the high ground. Like, whew. That fight was actually so close. That fight was actually so close. If Puyo ends up going down there, and TA ends up surviving there, it's like a completely different fight. And really, I mean, honestly, really well done by Quincy Crew. Going into the pit straight after the smoke movement failed, but VG, very good game sense. Going into the pit, checking the Roche Pit, and the Ori, being an absolute man, just like blinking in, having absolutely no vision, no idea of what's happening, just blinks in the middle and starts the fight off, to try to get some vision out for his team. But yeah, whew, that fight was absolutely crazy, man. Looks like Ori wants to start pushing in this top lane, claim out this tier 2. Leslau hiding over in the trees. Puyo has a Scotty, gonna be going for the BKB next. Co-Scepter for the Ancient Apparition, he's done getting bursted down by this TA and Yor. Crystal Maiden with the plate mail, taking a little bit of a different approach to DY, DY going for the, I don't want you to touch me at all, and PYW being going like, alright, click me, see how much damage you're actually gonna deal with me. It's cool to see two different approaches on the atomization. Actually, not choosing to go for the shard at all. Looks like he's content enough with the BKB. But dude, this Black Dragon and Poyoyo is absolutely doing works onto these structures. Stomp does come on through, stunning up the Timber Saw, but honestly, the Timber Saw doesn't really care. Actually, has the flamethrower as well. That's a cool little shard there.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Oh, it actually also affects structures. I didn't know that. I was about to say, like, I see some fire coming through onto the structures. Is that from the flamethrower? And yes, it is. Yes, it is. And now they're onto the last set of racks. Quincy, you need to initiate. I don't think they can play against Megas. Like, sure they can, but initiation is gonna come on through. They managed to find the back lines onto the Crystal Maiden, and they blow up the Crystal Maiden. Nicely done there. Good initiation coming on through. Ori pops the BKB. He's starting to take a little bit of damage. He's gonna need to start backing away. Timber Cell silenced up. Gonna Timber Choice away. Your ward. Next target. They do manage to force staff him away. Bail him out of trouble, but Old Limit with a long chain. Trying to reinitiate things on through. Oh, he just blows up the Jawar now lost his life in a little bit of trouble. Blast has come on through. There's a kill onto Jawar, and Jawar doesn't have buyback. Neither does Quinn. Poyo able to lay it onto Quinn, and I think this might be GG. Yeah, it's GG. Wow, what a game. It looked really good at the beginning. You know, they managed to get the kill onto PYW. Yeah. They managed to get the kill onto PYW, but you know they were just so far out. Once they get the kill into PYW, they use their force stats to disengage, which was really good. But then with the long timber chain from downtown, all 11's able to reinitiate, kind of stalling Quincy Crew into place because War gets caught out. They're like, oh crap, we need to help out our Wraith King. He just lost reincarnation, and then you know while they try to go in to try to help Yawar, the rest of the team of VG come in through and they clean up the kills. But wow, what a game. Absolutely crazy, really clean game by VG. Quincy Crew gave it a pretty good shot, honestly, considering how like it didn't go, their laning phase didn't go great, but they got some really nice kills onto Ori when he was off by himself farming out. Some really good game sense, you know, like recognizing that Ori's all by himself, they can pick him out, and they pick him out, and you know, it looked almost good. And also that fight around the Roche Pit, it was so close. It was so close considering how far behind they were. Like that fight should not have been nearly as close, but unfortunately, BG take that fight, and then out from that fight, they just take the game. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the channel any way you can, whether that's liking the video, subscribing, or sharing with your friends. However, if you're not bothered to do that, then you're fact to watch this video, it's good enough for me. Thank you guys, and peace out.